DaVinci Resolve 19 is out, and there's new features and improvements on every single page. This video focuses on editing and delivery, so when you're done watching this, make sure you watch our updates covering the other pages. Here's what's new. Transcription has received several important upgrades. It can now detect different speakers. Make sure this option is selected before transcribing. Speakers can be named, just double-click. Resolve will even recognize those speakers across different clips. Note that when switching to the next clip, it's remembered her name. If the transcription has errors, highlight them, right-click, and go to Edit. To show how this works, I'm going to enter something really obvious here that's easy for us to keep track of. Transcription editing has revolutionized dialogue editing in the media pool. Now those same tools work in the timeline. I'll make some quick edits before importing the footage by deleting comments and then hitting Insert. Now I can continue editing the interview in the timeline. If the transcription dialog is already open, switch to seeing the timeline transcription with this button in the top left-hand corner. Just like before, select portions of text to highlight them in the timeline. Hit Delete to remove them. Also, something really cool to note that I think a lot of people have been wanting. As you can see, my timeline transcription contains the correction I made in the media pool. How does text-based editing handle other clips in your timeline? To demonstrate, I'll add a B-roll clip onto track 2 and delete dialogue that's underneath using the transcription tools. In this instance, it's taken a chunk out of the B-roll. Let's undo that and try again. This time, I will turn the auto track selector off for track 2, and you'll notice it's not damaged the B-roll. In summary, using text-based editing in a crowded timeline is exactly the same as normal editing in a crowded timeline. Use auto track selector to control how changes made in one track propagate through other tracks in your timeline. Many editors had previously been frustrated by the inability to generate automatic subtitles from the corrected transcriptions that they had used to edit their video. Great news, now you can create your subtitles from your existing transcription. Just click on the triple dot menu and go to Export Subtitles. You'll notice as well it's also possible to import subtitles and use them for text-based editing. The trim editor in the cut page makes it easier to fine-tune edits. Well, it's now available in the edit page. I find the easiest way to access it is by double-clicking on an edit. That can be an edit at the end or beginning of a clip, or an edit between two clips. Alternatively, select the edit and go to the trim menu and select Trim Editor. Once opened, it provides a two-up view showing the last frame of the out edit on the first clip and the first frame of the edit on the second clip. Use the nudge keys, comma or period, to move the edit a frame at a time, or hold down on Shift, which will make the nudge keys move the edit 5 frames at a time. My preferred way to use this is with the search dial on an editor keyboard or speed editor. When you're done, to close the trim editor, click X or click anywhere outside your viewer, or hit Escape, whichever works for you. Audio properties. There's a new interface for configuring audio channels on media. First, select a clip in your media pool, open the inspector, and go to the File tab. There's a composite waveform and individual waveforms for each channel. You can hover over individual tracks to scrub just that one channel, or click and press play to hear it properly.
But I have to, so
I like how when I preview a channel, it plays it from its designated speaker. For example, when I preview the left channel, it plays from my left speaker. This clip has 2 channels, one mic for the interviewer and one for the interviewee. I only want the interviewee, so I'll change the format to mono. I'll uncheck the interviewer's microphone, so now it's just the good channel of the interviewee. It was possible to do this before, using the clip attributes dialog that's still there, but it lacks the visualizations and the ability to preview the channels. If channels weren't labeled, for example, a polywave where channels are only labeled with numbers, it's difficult to work out which channels to keep. The new interface fixes that. I think this is going to become everyone's go-to method for configuring audio channels. Before we continue, we have something special to tell you. If you're considering making the move to DaVinci Resolve, there's never been a better time. We're thrilled to launch our brand new course, DaVinci Resolve for Editors. It's primarily aimed at those who already have experience in programs like Premiere Pro, but are looking to transition to Resolve. But if you are a frequent viewer of our channel, you know that whenever we tackle a topic, we do it thoroughly in a manner that doesn't leave anyone behind. Therefore, we think you'll love this course, even if you're new to editing. YouTube is full of amazing trainers and incredible videos. But when you're piecing together your education 10 minutes at a time, you don't know what you're missing, and it's easy to get lost. Let us be your guide. We get straight into Resolve, demonstrating features and workflows as we build out a short documentary together. There's 9 hours of training spread over 52 lessons. It covers the media, edit, color, fairlight, and deliver page. And the course comes with 2 hours of practice media for you to follow along as you learn. We're offering a launch discount for a limited time. Follow the link in the description to learn more. Enjoy the rest of the video, and thanks for listening. In the Advanced Settings in the Video Render Settings tab on the Deliver page, you can now include or exclude specific video tracks from your render. There's lots of scenarios where this might be helpful. For example, delivering a render of your video without graphics. In this instance, all my graphics are on a single track, so I can exclude that from this render and add it to my queue, but then create a second render where the graphics are included. While it was previously possible to exclude tracks from a render by disabling the track, that would affect every render in your queue. This feature makes it easy to build multiple deliveries. Finally, let's round up some smaller quality of life improvements. Resolve has had automatic timeline backups for some time now, but those backups were lost if you deliberately or accidentally deleted a timeline. Now you can restore backups of deleted timelines. Head to the Media Pool Options menu and select Deleted Timeline Backups. It will show you a list of available backup files for each timeline. You can then select backups to be restored or choose to permanently delete them. Are you a fan of fixed playheads? Well, good news, they're now available in the Edit page. You will find this feature in the Timeline View options, this button right here. Now the playhead remains fixed while the rest of the timeline scrolls. This next feature is for Mac users only. If you shoot in cinematic mode on your iPhone, you can refocus your video afterwards. Well, you can now do that within Resolve on a Mac. Select the clip, head to the inspector, and there's a new cinematic tab down at the bottom. You can enable on-screen controls in the bottom left-hand corner of your viewer, and you can change the depth of field in the inspector. Finally, it's always been possible to animate OpenFX properties, like for example, this lens blur. But previously, it was not possible to change the keyframe interpolation. Now you can enable Bezier controls to make your animations nice and smooth. That's it for now. Remember though, these are just some of the new edit features. There's lots of other amazing new features in version 19. If you'd like to learn more about them, watch our other videos covering the color, fairlight, and fusion pages. There's links in the description. Please note this video was made with the beta, so don't be surprised if there are minor differences with the latest version. DaVinci Resolve 19 is available right now. Download it from blackmagicdesign.com. And don't forget, if you're learning to use DaVinci Resolve, why don't you accelerate your learning with us? Let us be your guide. Check out our brand new DaVinci Resolve for Editors course. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos about Resolve 19.